welcome to this week's challenge. I decided to come up with the idea of trying 5 different pole studios in the Daejeon and Sejong area. So I've only been to one pole studio, and I've been to that one pole studio's various branches, so I thought that it would be cool to see what other pole studios in Daejeon and Sejong had to offer. I personally have not experienced a teaching style outside of what I have learned, so I thought it would be a great opportunity for me to grow more as a pole dancer and to have new experiences as well. Just in case if you guys don't know, so I've been doing pole dancing for over a year now, so you can click the video down below if you'd like to see my first time doing pole dancing up to 6 months. So let's see how this challenge goes.
This pole studio is called Haru Pole Studio. It's in Daejeon, but it's in the edge of Yusong, so it's kind of hard to get to, and there's not a lot in this neighborhood. What I really like about it is that it has marble floors and the lighting is very bright, but there's only 6 poles, so the classes are usually very small.
Okay, so I just got back from Haru Pole. My experience was very interesting. I've never taken another pole class before from another studio, so this is my first time. And with their method, what they do is that the teacher shows the routine, and while she's showing the routine, you record, and then after you repeat the routine rather than teach the routine step by step. And because I have an experience of doing pole for over a year, I was somewhat able to do it. But at the end, I was able to do everything, except it was a little hard for me to do, I think it's called Love Hug. And also there, they call the move's name differently compared to my studio. So I was confused as well, because all these names are in English, but they're in Korean English with Korean pronunciation. So it wasn't just like, where do my hands go? It was also like, Korean English is very hard, and I just didn't know and didn't really understand. Would I go back there again? Probably not, just because for me, I don't like that learning style. I really need to learn step by step, and I just think that's a lot easier for me. So yeah.
This pole studio is called Poledance. It's rather new and it just opened this year, and it's in Sejong. With Sejong from Daejeon, it's a little bit hard to get to. It's possible by public transportation, but it's a little faster if you take a taxi. What I really love about Poledance is that everything is so nice and new. Their chandelier is so gorgeous. My only one complaint is that the ceiling is a little bit low for tall people like me when I do certain skills.
Okay guys, so I just came back from Poledance, and OMG, I really loved that experience. The teachers are really great and super helpful and very encouraging, and you can just tell that they really love what they do. My only complaint is just the location, that is just far from where I live, and that's just a personal problem, but I would go there and back again if I could and regularly take classes there, but just because of the distance and the time, it wouldn't work out. They have 2 different rooms, and just the chandelier is so beautiful. And they offer not just regular pole classes, I think they do exotic, and they do routine pole and special pole classes once in a while. So yeah, I really liked it.
So this studio is Ohaon Pole Dance, which is the Sejong branch. It's in Sejong, so it's not too far, but when you use public transportation, it's a little bit farther compared to taxi or driving. At this studio, the video zones are really great, and it's really beautifully decorated, and what I love about it is all the labels on everything, so it's very neat and easy to find. The vibe is just beautiful, nice and white, and very clean.
I just got back from Ohaon Pole Academy in Sejong, so the experience was nice. There, they do a lot of strength exercises and a lot of cardio during the warm-up. So the warm-up's like about 20 minutes long, and a lot of it is stretching, but a lot is cardio as well. So like planks and side twists. So the instruction was good. It's just for me, when I'm learning skills that I don't know, I feel a little bit more hesitant when we do it in pairs. So besides that, it was good. I'm not sure how they do their training, but all the reactions kind of sound the same. Like if you do anything, you know, it's always like, wow, and all that kind of stuff. So to me, I don't know, it's a decent environment, but it seems more fake reactions rather than genuine. I'm not saying all of them are fake, but I really did enjoy the class, and I think I would definitely go there again. Like I said, it's just hard to tell the difference between am I doing really good, like actually doing it correctly, Or am I just doing it just to do it?
This studio is called Daejeon Pole Studio. It's in Daejeon, and it's in an area that has a lot of brunch places, but I personally have never been to that area before, so I don't think it might be very popular. This studio is very simple, white, and clean. To me, it just looks like a basic studio. Honestly, nothing really stands out specifically, but it's okay.
Okay, so I just came back from Daejeon Pole Studio, and it was fine. Like, their pole studio is small, but it's not as small compared to the other one. So there's a few poles, and there was also nobody in the class. I took it by myself. This pole studio is rather new, and it just opened recently. The teacher's really cool. I liked her a lot. We had a lot of good conversation, and she's very, very talented. Also like the other instructors that I took. My only complaint is that just for me, my learning style is usually breaking down the routine skill by skill. And I'm not sure if it's because of the academy that I go to, that they're the only academy that breaks it down besides Pole and I. So maybe it's just a me problem, but I personally like the way that I've been taught pole skills by breaking it down slowly and then putting it all together rather than watching the pole routine and then doing it over and over again from beginning to end. Usually that tires me out more and I feel like I get more sloppy and I don't really get to focus on the technique as well. When I go back there again, the warm-up was really hard and I felt like I was dying. It was like a Pilates yoga style, so it was very hard for me because I'm not very flexible or strong.
This studio is called Mila Poledance. It's in Daejeon and they have 3 different branches. I just chose a random branch and I just decided to go with the Jijok branch because I thought it would be easy to find since it's right next to the subway stop. The vibe is okay. The color of the blue is not the brightest because of all the chalk that's on the wall, because of pole, and it doesn't really look clean and it's not really sharp. The mirror is really covered with handprints and it's very, very noticeable wherever you stand in the room, but the arches of the door is really nice. I think they can take a little bit better care of the studio, but it's okay.
Okay guys, so I just came back from Mila Pole. So Mila Pole has 3 locations in Daejeon. There's one in Jijok, there's one in Tambang, and there's one in Jongado. Apparently they're very similar, it's just the pole instructors are different and the amount of poles. It was really fun and the teacher was really nice, but like I said, I don't like the teaching style where it's like they demonstrate the skill and then they help us out after. I just prefer the teaching style where we learn things step by step because that's just easier for me to learn, as right now I feel like I'm a beginner when it comes to contemporary pole. One thing that I also have to say about Mila Pole is their ceilings are a little bit low, so it makes me a little bit more hesitant when I do like air inverts and stuff because I don't want to kick the ceiling, because I have kicked the ceiling before and it hurts. Would I go back there again? Maybe, but I think my 2 favorites are either Ohaon or Polanai. But yeah, it was a good experience. So yeah. So I visited my last pole studio and now the 5 pole studio challenge is done. I really learned a lot in this experience, and honestly I learned what kind of teaching styles are really good for me and what's a little bit harder for me to comprehend. I've met so many amazing teachers and they all have different styles, and I feel like I've grown more as a pole dancer. I'm glad I took the opportunity to go to new pole studios, even though sometimes it's scary, going somewhere new and going somewhere unfamiliar, and especially doing it in Korean as well. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this pole content, we have a pole playlist right here, so you can check out some other pole videos. Okay, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.